Hello everyone, TAC1421 here. Welcome back to my countdown series to Call of Duty Ghosts. Today is day 20 in that countdown. We got 20 days left until the release of Call of Duty Ghosts. I am very excited, as always, to bring you this countdown series, talk about the game, and do all that fun stuff. Before we get into today's topic, I'm going to have to make some general series notes and basically notes to the timeline. Now, before I made the timeline for the series, I thought that there'd be the general create a perk kind of system. There'd be 3 different slots to create your perks and do whatever you want with that. But things have changed. We actually have a new perk system, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. But since it is a new perk system, and we're going to get more into details in a second about it, there is no longer 3 slots for you to create your class as far as perks goes. There's now a new system in place. So today we're going to be talking about that new system, the new perk system, and then tomorrow we're going to be talking about all of the perks. There's 35 new perks, and we're going to name all of them. We're going to discuss a little bit about what each one does and just get the general thoughts on all that. Now on day number 18, since we do not have the perk slot 3 to talk about, we're going to have a new topic, and that's going to be on dedicated servers. We have dedicated servers now in Call of Duty Ghosts, which is absolutely fantastic. And since I did not have that in my timeline to begin with, we're going to throw that in on day number 18 to talk about. So now that we have all that covered, let's go ahead and get into today's topic. And before we do that, let's talk about this gameplay in the background. We got a Modern Warfare, not Modern Warfare, this isn't Modern Warfare, this is World at War. This was Call of Duty 5 essentially, World at War. I'm using the PPSH, one of my favorite guns of all time. There's actually a good gameplay of this early on in the countdown. If you missed that, you might want to go check back. It was a pretty interesting gameplay, interesting topic, and all that stuff. So if you want to go check that out. I think that was SMG's day 27 off the top of my head. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what I think it is. But anyways, the question of the day today is going to be, what do you think about the new create a perk, create a class system? What do you think about the new perk system, basically? Just give me your thoughts on that. And let's go ahead and get into the new perk system. And before that, we kind of have to discuss what the old perk system was, so you can kind of get the kind of know what's going on, what's new, if you're just new to Call of Duty or just want to get a refresher or whatnot. So basically, in all the Call of Duties from Call of Duty 4 and on, they had the new perk system where you had 3 different slots, and they all kind of had a different goal. They had different perks for different things. Things like lightweight was in a different, was in one tier, and then they have like marathon in another tier. Well, in Call of Duty 4, it was their first time kind of figuring things out. So the perks were pretty good. That they added a new unique feel to the game. It was definitely a really nice addition, and that's why it's been a thing and existing factor in all the other Call of Duties. Perks have been pretty consistent, and everyone's been wanting to know what all the perks are and stuff like that. So it's a very definitely important topic. Perks can either make or break a game in some cases. Some perks can be really overpowered, and in general, you kind of see over time, once the game starts to play out, you kind of see the same perks over and over on different people's classes. So I think in Call of Duty 4, the most used perk in my mind was probably Juggernaut. A lot of people like to use Juggernaut. Also, Final Stand was an issue. So a lot of people try to use those. And then there's perks that literally you would never see. Things such as Eavesdrop, where they're just like the worst perk ever made, where people would never even think about putting that on their class. Well, they kind of changed things around, and through the years, I think they've gotten a little bit better. Now, in Modern Warfare 2, things went south again, and I think they didn't do a very good job with some of the perks. Things like One-Man Army, I really don't know what they were thinking. Things like Commando, I don't know what they were thinking. And then in Modern Warfare 3, Ghost was really overpowered, and just things that let you not be seen by the radar in general in all the games were kind of hard to deal with. But then in Black Ops 2, I think they actually did a pretty good job. I don't think there was anything out there. Now, you might want to comment down below if there's something that you really saw in Black Ops 2 that was really overpowered. But off the top of my head, and playing the game over and over, there wasn't anything that was too difficult with that game as far as perk goes. Now, in the new create a class system, we're going to have 8 points, and you can choose from all 35 perks, and you have 8 points to do so. Every single perk in the game either costs 1 to 2 points, And then there's a few exceptions. I think there's one perk that costs 5, a few that cost 3, but those are going to be really good perks, and you might not want to use all of your points on those few perks to create your class. Now, I think this is a really cool thing. You have essentially 8 points, and you can choose from any of the perks. You're not just bound to one or two different perks that you really like in a certain slot, and then you kind of have to choose between the two. Now you can choose all the ones that really fit your playstyle, and that's what I really like about it, and that's what I think is going to be really interesting. Now there's a few different exceptions they're taking from Black Ops 2 along with them. You can add more perks. You can get rid of your tactical equipment to add a perk. You can get rid of your secondary to add a perk. And you can get rid of your lethal equipment to add a perk. Essentially adding up to 11 points to create your class. Now, I think that's a really, really cool thing that they're doing. I'm really glad they're doing that. And that's going to be it for today. And tomorrow we're going to be talking about all the perks in those different categories, all 35 perks combined on day 19. I hope to see you there. I hope you enjoyed this commentary and this day and this topic. And I'll see everyone tomorrow. Peace.